I think I was a very active child, so I was running up and down. And you know how Nigeria is, we do not have stable power supply. So the power went out or went off, like NEPA took lights. Yes. The next couple of seconds, I found myself on the door. Guess how I fell? I fell with my back. I fell with my back on the floor.
You let me build up my feelings.
Hi guys, welcome to Vibe Check with Jessaman Oyeni. If you're new here, welcome to Vibe Check with Jessaman Oyeni. Oh my god. Thank you for joining the family. If you're old here, you already know what you do. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe to Vibe Check with Jessaman Oyeni. So you guys must have been wondering, where have Jessaman Oyeni been? Like, it's been ages. Well, it is in my greatest delight to announce to you guys that I have been secretly getting married and starting a family. Yes. Okay, I have not been secretly married or secretly getting married or starting a family. No, I haven't been doing any of that. But Jessam and I have been quite busy with various aspects of our lives, of our individual lives, and well, we promise to be more consistent with our growing baby Vibe Check channel, and we apologize for our absence or on our absence anymore. So you already know that I like saying without further ado. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get into the matter of today. So today I'm just gonna be sharing childhood memories for laughs and just to like say how these various childhood memories shaped me. While I was away, I was definitely not doing arts and crafts. I wasn't doing this, but this looked a bit cute because I made it. So I just decided to show you guys. But this is not what I was doing. I just wrote a couple of things here. And occasionally you're going to see me take this fan to fan myself. This is because I love you guys so much. So I turned off my major fan. As you can see, I'm in a hostel facility. We do not have access to air conditions. So I turned off my fan so that we could like get a better audio quality because the fan is a really loud fan and I'll just use this fan myself. It's giving like Igwe kind of vibe. And occasionally you will see me take my laptop. It's not like I have anything written on this laptop. It just makes me feel like a serious babe or something. I don't know. You know, in my editing era. Just kidding, guys. I joke a lot. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into the matter of today. So the first memory I would like to talk about, I would like to tag it the soup incident. So because of the nature of my mother's job, she did travel a lot. So before she normally travels, she would make like soups and stews to store in the refrigerator. So on this fateful day, because my mother was supposed to travel the next day, so on this fateful day, my mom had already made I hope you can hear me better. On this fateful day, my mom had already made the soups and stews that she was going to store in the refrigerator for her family. So I think I was a very active child. So I was running up and down, and you know how Nigeria is. We do not have stable power supply, so the power went out or went off. Like NEPA took lights. Yes, the power went out, and it was dark for some reason. Okay, because normally she puts the soups in storage bowls and keeps them on the dining so that the dining fan would cool them. But for some reason, this particular time, she kept the soups and stews in the sitting room. Yes, so it was the sitting room I was running around and playing in, and the power went off, and the soup was just like in the center, and I could not see. Obviously, I'm not like Catwoman or something, or I do not have night vision, so I was running and I like threw the soup down. Everything fell. This is the first and last time I have a memory of my mother hitting me. Like in my life, my mother had never beat me before, but this time around, My mother beats me silly. Like, I went to bed that night thinking my mother was not my real mother. Like, I was crying and asking myself, I was like, this is my real mother. I sure she's my mother. She's not my real mother. How is she beats me? Because she beats me silly. And honestly, growing up, I kind of understand her point, because how would you like labor so much and someone just like put your effort to waste? So I understand her point like 100%. So the next incident I would like to share, I would tag it early gymnast or gymnast or early Jimmy. In the course of this video, you would see why I tagged it as that. So my siblings and I, while growing up, we were really close, and currently we are still very close. So we normally like watch television together and everything. So there's really nothing I'm doing on the laptop. I just carried it because it makes me look more serious, like I'm a tech girl or something. So we were watching Make It or Break It. If you grew up the time I grew up, you would know that that was a really bomb show. So as we're watching it, I really had like a passion for gymnastics. I liked how, or I still like it. I like how they tumble, how they somersault. I like every single beat of gymnastics. So as we were watching it, for some reason, I just took a very high stool. Now, because of the way my camera is placed, I would not be able to share the actual height of this stool. So I'm just gonna like use this, like the width, to show you the height of the stool. This stool was this high. I don't know if you can get what I'm saying, but this stool was this high. I climbed the stool, obviously watching Make It or Break It, and I was following them to do gymnastics. I was turning around, spinning, you know. The next couple of seconds, I found myself on the floor. Guess how I fell? I fell with my back. I fell with my back on the floor. And you know how siblings are. My siblings are not even nice. They did not gather around me saying, "Oh, my baby sister, I'm so sorry. What happened?" They started laughing. And I now stood up. I was laughing and crying with them as they were laughing. I was laughing, but at the same time, I was crying. So we're like, I was laughing and crying with them. So my brothers now like came up with the term early gymnast or early Jimmy. So they started calling me early Jimmy, and they were laughing. Even up to this day, they call me early Jimmy. They did not try and sympathize with me or anything. They were laughing at me and calling me early Jimmy. And the next day was Sunday, so we're supposed to go to church, where we used to go to church a lot, like while growing up. So I could not, like, you know how you go to the gym and you work out, and the next day is the day you feel the like workout burns. That's exactly what happened to me. Like, I did not feel the pains of my fall until the next day that was supposed to go to church. My whole body, I was in severe pain. It was a lot, and I could not stop telling my parents that I was watching gymnastics, so I fell. I just had to take it like a big babe. Wow, like I was in so much pain, my body, and I fell with my back. And my siblings, they coined the name for me, early Jimmy, and up to today, they still call me early gymnast. Like, yeah, very, very funny people. I rate them a 10 out of 10 because they did play a major role in like my childhood and shaping me to the kind of person I am. Then there is this incident that happened also, because I am my dad's pet. I would like to say that I am the best child, his favorite child. Wink, wink to all my siblings. You are not the favorite child, it is me. So he had this quarry business that he had started at that time. So he was like going to supervise or something. And I think I was mad at him for some reason. And he was calling my name until I like about 3 4 times he called my name. I did not answer. Then the last time I just decided to stand up and go. He was not like, "Where were you when I was calling you?" He was not asking me like some questions. I was giving him this very nasty attitude. And before I could blink, he removed his belt and gave me 3 good wipes of belt. I don't know how they call because if it's cane, it's strokes of cane. But this is the first time my father had ever like hit me before, and that was the last time, obviously. So, guys, three good, I don't know, strokes of belt, but it was so painful. Like, and then I at that time I had like an iPhone 4. I went to smash the phone thinking I was doing my father. I was doing myself. I was doing myself. I went to smash the phone. Crazy times. So then the last I would like to share was my going to boarding school. Excuse me. I think going to boarding school did play a major role in shaping me like as a teenager to how I am now, because like I became more reserved and into my books. Like I feel like the school also had a major role to play with me being academically good and everything. But personally, would I send my kids to boarding school? No, I would not. I have my reasons for that, and I'll probably do that in another video. So you guys just let me know what you think. Do you think you would send your kids to boarding school? Because personally, I would not. So it was boarding school was actually a lot for me, because I remember before going, I had sleepless nights. I was crying, telling my parents I didn't want to go, and I had really long hair, so I had to cut my hair and everything. Boarding school was a lot for me. But I'm glad I stayed, because I stayed in boarding school from my junior high to my senior high to the first term of the first class in senior high. Then I left for a couple of reasons. If you know, you know. If you don't know, ask me. I might tell you, I might not. So we've we've come to the end of this video. I think this is, was that too much? Yeah, I guess it was. So you guys just simply let me know what you think about sending your kids to boarding school, and I would also like to know like childhood memories that you find funny and you feel like you want to share, or childhood memories that have just like shaped you into the person you are right now. I would really love to hear that in the comment section. So till next time, I remain your girl Oyini Kuti, and don't forget to keep your vibe on a positive check. Bye guys.
Clap your hands, y'all, so bright. Clap your hands, y'all, so bright. Clap your hands, y'all, so bright. If tomorrow is judgment day, sing my name. And I'm standing on the front line.